Hi guys, so mom is here with us for another episode. So obviously this is another episode of my Antiguan Kitchen. Yes, so we're excited to share yet another recipe or family recipe with you. In Antigua, it's almost independence time, and I feel like this recipe is very relevant, right? And our grandma sadly recently, well, my grandma recently passed away, so this is a recipe that was passed on. I was gonna say, because both of us sitting here. Okay. My grandma, my mother's mother, yes, also Bendy's grandmother, yes, recently passed away. But this was a recipe that my mom shared with us that she passed down to her, right? Yes. And the technique we're using today involves grape leaves, sea grape leaves. So the recipe that we're going to share with you today is dokana. So mommy's just going to explain a little bit about what dokana is.
Okay, almost every country has a special dish, and you know, it might be the same thing, but some people call it differently. But in Antigua, it is known as dokana. It's actually sweet potato, what you might call yam, or some people might call yam, but it's called sweet potato here in the Caribbean. I think it's the whole entire Caribbean. And what happens is that the sweet potato is put together with coconut and sugar and essence and cinnamon and stuff like that, and then it's mixed with flour to bind it, and it is wrapped in, well, traditionally it's supposed to be wrapped in grape leaf, the sea grape leaves.
Yeah, we'll show that to you a little later.
But because in Antigua we are sometimes following the American tradition, we want everything quick and easy. So people found an easier way to do it, and so they wrapped it in foil paper. Now, most people don't like the foil paper because it's unhealthy, and some people don't mind because it's quick. But my mom taught me that the dokana should be wrapped in the grape leaf, and once it's finished, it would be tender. It will be totally different from how the texture is when wrapped in foil paper.
Yeah.
Now, the dokana is something similar to sweet potato or coconut dumpling. The difference is that the texture is softer. Okay. So, with the dumpling, you have to knead it. With the dokana, you actually mix it or fold in the flour, and you'll see much more of this once we demonstrate it for you.
Yes, excellent. So what we're gonna do now is illustrate how to make this dish. I know a lot of you requested that you want to learn to make dokana, so I believe we're gonna show them two techniques, right? The foil paper and the grape leaf. Are we doing that?
No, we'll do a combination, because the grape leaf is actually to be wrapped with
yarn
or strings, and that takes quite a lot of expertise in doing that. Now that I don't know how to do it, but I am going to, instead of the yarn, I am going to try wrapping it, combine it with the foil paper, and I'll show you when we come to that.
Okay, so we're experimenting a little bit today. So stay tuned if you're interested in learning how to make one of Antigua's most popular dishes, dokana.
Okay, so we have some grape leaf here in a bowl. We have already washed it, and so it's all clean. Then we're going to pour hot water over the leaves. Now the reason for this is that it will make the leaves more softer and be able to bend. Then we have here a cup of potato, a cup of coconut, and we have a cup of flour. We have essence, and we're using 2 types of essence. Here we're going to add ginger and nutmeg too as the spice. We're going to pour the coconut and the potato in a bowl and add the sugar, the essence, and we're going to mix them together. If you love this country, I wanna see you fly to the sky. that is done, we're going to pour a little water to get some moisture into the mixture.
Straight up to the sky.
The moisture is going to help to absorb the flour. So that's the reason why we pour water. Some people use milk, but it's their choice. Then we're going to add the flour and we're going to mix it in or fold it in. We're going to add some spices, and that's the ginger and the nutmeg.
No matter what them say, I will never run away.
And then we add the balance of the flour.
You never let me down. You never let me down, no way. 'Cause when it comes to party time, we're on the front line. We love John.
The mixture is supposed to be a little not too wet nor not too stiff after we add the raisin.
If you love this country, I wanna see your flags in this.
Now we're going to pour it into the grape leaf. You notice how the grape leaf changed its color is because we had hot water poured over it. So we, as I told you, we're going to try a technique here. We're going to wrap the leaves in the foil because we're not using the string. This is an easy way to do it.
Show the world that you got. Show the world where you're black. Antigua, you come from. Show the world where you're black. Show the world that you got. Antigua, go put your flag in the sky.
Then we roll it and we fold both sides.
Everybody come steady like a rope.
And so there we have one dokana already wrapped.
Helicopter with your rag. Helicopter with your flag. Oh yes, Antigua nice. The greatest place on earth.
Boiling water now, we are going to put the dokana in and we are going to boil them for about an hour so that to ensure that they are totally cooked on the inside.
For Antigua, then we jump up now. Come now, we jump up now. Jump up. Everybody come now. Everybody come. Fly it, fly it high, high. Straight up to the sky, yeah. Fly it, fly it high, high. Fly it for the world to see.
Here is the dokana that we have made. You can see from the way that the dokana is that it's tender and moist.
Show the world that you got. Antigua, the project, and let it sky. Just spin it like a rotor. Everybody come spin it like a rotor. Wanna see your flag spin it like a rotor.
And so we add some swordfish, some cassie, and some chopped pumpkin. And here is our dokana.
Everybody come spin it.
Hi, and we're back. As you just saw, we made our dokanas using a combo technique, right? With sea grape leaves and foil paper. So I haven't tried dokana with these leaves in a very long time, so I'm interested to try it. And then we also added some other side dishes, some typical Antiguan side dishes to the dokana.
Yes. We wanted to hold the moisture for the dokana in, and we can't do that with foil paper. Foil paper tends to make it dry, and so the leaves were the instrument in holding it, keeping the moisture. So what we did early on, we had prepared some crushed pumpkin, and this is our local pumpkin, and this is called cassie or cactus. Okay, and this is a very delicious vegetables that we here in Antigua have with dokana or fungi or white dumpling or even the coconut dumpling. Sorry, I'm very stuffy. Coconut dumpling or the potato dumpling.
Yeah.
And this is what you see here is the saltfish, or some people know it's known to some people as codfish.
Yeah.
But this is our saltfish or lingfish or codfish.
A salted cod.
Right, which is normally eaten with the dokana.
Yeah.
So this is what we have to pay for you. And the noodle is going to be the one to sample it. She's going to let us know how it tastes. As you know, we had some raisin in it because it has coconut in it, but we wanted to put some raisins. You can't do without raisin. You don't necessarily have to put raisin, but some people like to put raisins in their dokana.
Yeah. And what I usually like getting is the big chunk of coconut. In there, it's really good one to get a piece of that. But I'm gonna take a small piece just because I'm on a diet. Yeah.
Your opinion?
This wasn't a TV bite. It's really sweet. I'm picking up the flavor of the raisins, definitely, and coconut as well. It's really sweet, it's really good, just as good as I remember. It's really good. I enjoyed it immensely.
I know some people has been asking for us to show them how to prepare dokana. Dokana can be very difficult because you may sometimes add too much flour or too little amount of flour that will cause it either to be too hard or definitely too definitely too soft. And so you have to know the exact amount of flour to especially the flour to add, because the flour makes the difference. The flour is the determining factor as to whether you have a hard dokana or you have a very soft and moist dokana texture.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a science. I don't think a lot of my generation know how to even make this kind of food because it's so scientific. It's all about measurements and that kind of thing. But hopefully you can watch these videos and be able to reproduce something like this. But it's excellent, just as I remember. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely subscribe. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like, thumbs up, comments. We love to hear your comments, every single one of them, even the ones on our social media. And definitely follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And also in the description, we're gonna put all the ingredients and the quantity so you can follow along and make your own dokana. So thank you again for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.
This is my island in the sun, jamming from since time began.